Hey, what is up, you guys, and welcome back to Snacks with Suha, episode 3. And today we're just going to get straight into it, girl. We're going to have a super chill eat sesh. I got some crisp butties for you guys. I got like 3 different flavours. I got like ready salted. I got pickled onion, prawn cocktail, Worcester, you name it, I got it, girl. I also have like mayo and ham on them as well. Just for my ASMR viewers out there, because I've been promising for the longest time that I'm going to do an eating show purely dedicated to the food, which isn't this episode, but I got food that you guys can, that will tingle your senses for my ASMR viewers. So if you guys would like to like today's video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment down below, and turn on your notifications bell, bitch, I would really appreciate that. And I also want to point out before we start, I have a low-fat, this is new, I haven't tried this by the way, low-fat mango, papaya and passion fruit yogurt, so do excuse that big noise by the way, that's my light. So this shit is new, and I have my usual cup of coffee because, girl, I don't drink nothing else but coffee. I mean, I have the occasional, like, big, like, bottle of pop, but, girl, other than that, I'm good, I'm Gucci. So we're going to make today, do you like my hair, by the way? I spent for ages trying to do this. The curls kind of holding, but I've had this hairstyle in for like hours now. So the fact that it's still holding, I ain't mad. But yeah, I wanted to make it a super chill episode today. And I got some notes, because there's some topics I want to discuss. But first of all, girl, I'm going to get on to eating. I'm going to take my bubble off. So whilst I was looking for ideas to add in today's episode, I came across this really cool idea, okay? Basically, why don't I just, every eating episode we do, I add in some eating facts, I add in some random facts, I add in some facts about whatever, just something to educate you guys, just a little bit that we can throw into the episode, as well as eating and ASMR and story times. We can throw in a little informative bit as well, a little educational section. So I was looking online. As always, my credited sources will be down below in the descriptions box. But yeah, I was looking at facts. So do you guys want to hear one interesting fact? I have 10 for you, right? I don't know why I'm holding up 5 fingers, probably because my sandwich is in the other hand. But I have 10 facts for you guys that I found out today, and bitch, wow. They surprised me. So I'm going to give you 2 right here. Number 1 being, oh, before I take my first bite, do you guys see how thick that is? That is thick. So my ASMR viewers, you're welcome. Mmm. That is brilliant. This one's a prawn cocktail one. So let me pop that down real quick. Give me a second to compose myself. Okay, so fact number 1. Japan has square-shaped watermelons, right? In the shape of a square. But they're used for ornamental purposes. So these square-shaped lemons are watermelons, whatever they are. Watermelons. These square-shaped watermelons, they're used as an ornament, so they're never eaten, they're not edible. They are edible, but they're not used for consumption. But they're square-shaped watermelons. And, like, they're naturally square-shaped. Isn't that weird? Like, I was looking into Japan and shit, and Japan have a lot of really cool, like, facts. Just in general, they're the biggest silk supplier in the world, for example. Right, Japan is a really crafty and really just valuable place in regards to the world and how the world system works, if that makes sense. Like, Japan is a key player in how we are today as a society internationally. And number two that really baffled me, girl, I was like, what? Because think about this, right? Your brain has so much power. And they say that your brain is one of the most powerful things out there. But 80%, you guys, 80% of your brain is water. Science got me like, bitch, what the fuck? But yeah, 80%, which is weird because if something like the human brain is described as something so powerful and so on and so forth. It's this big, great thing. Why is it only 80% water? What's that other 20%? And you also can't access 100% of your brain. I'm sure it's something like 20% of your brain you can access, something like that. If I'm wrong, correct me, but girl, wow. I wouldn't have guessed. I always thought your brain was a muscle, if anything. Some of you might laugh at me, some of you might not, but I always thought your brain was a muscle. Never would have guessed it was 80% water. Never. This is a new bread as well. I haven't tried this bread. I'm dropping crisp everywhere, and this bread is really thick. Girl, I've had 2 bites, and I've got all this left. And I'm already starting to feel full. Whew. Okay, let's take a big bite. That is A1. That is A1. It's amazing. It's the ham, it's the thickness of the bread, it's the flavour, it's the mayonnaise. It all goes together really nice. We've gotten through a slice of food without me talking. Oh my god! Like, I just want to thank all my friends. Shout out to Wigan. Shout out to all the weirdos like that. Like, no, like seriously, though, I need to seriously shut up when I'm trying to eat. But I'm just one of those people. I cannot stop talking. I'm a really chatty, communicative. Really chatty, communicative person. Hi, did you enjoy your fall? I'm a really chatty, communicative person, and I can talk for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. It's a problem. I'm doing it right now. I'm gonna shut up and eat. I keep feeling my hair stick to my face because I have a whole lot of hairspray on. I don't know if you can see, but maybe if I bend forward. I'm smacking the light. But yeah, I'm like rocking some hair jewellery. Woohoo, let's try this one, see what this one's like. I think this one's the ready salted one. But again, look how thick it is. Real thick. Like me. Hey. This is so nice. If you guys want the like bomb, like ideal crisp butty, whatever crisp, girl, you need to put your crisp on that bread. Butter your bread. Put some mayo on it. Put some ham on it. Thank me later. Gordon Ramsay is shaking. Did you know cotton candy was actually invented by a dentist? Isn't that weird? Because cotton candy is said to be one of those candies that have a lot of sugar and has a high sugar content. So you'd think a dentist would have created something a little bit more less tooth decaying. Bloody hell. But yeah, that's another weird fact I found out. I was like, huh? Do you guys like cotton candy? Because I personally don't. I'm more savoury than sweet, if you haven't noticed. But yeah, I'm not a cotton candy fan. I've only ever had it like twice. And each time it's put me off. I don't like the fluffiness. It feels like you're literally shoving like a cotton ball in your mouth. I just don't like that fluffy feeling. And then how sometimes you get candy floss and like, have you ever had candy floss and it's been like overly sweet? Yeah, I'm not a fan of overly sweet things. That was loud. What I'm thinking of doing is just not eating the crust, because as much as I really want to, I do fear that, like, I have all this left, but I'm starting to get full. So I'm slightly in fear. I might just eat around the crusts and, like, take the crusts off. Because I don't want to get too full too quick, and then it's pointless doing an eating show, isn't it? So off we go with the crusts. I'm not normally a messy eater, but when I make my crisp butties, I crush them up in the packet and then pour them on the bread. I think that's where I've gone wrong. Because, girl, I'm wearing a white onesie and I'm covered in crisp. And crisp are yellow, so it looked kind of odd. If you catch what I'm saying. I mean, you might not do, you might do, I mean, here. So, as we all know, let's have a break from eating for a little while, but as we all know, quarantine, COVID-19 is still ongoing and is still very much prominent and present in the world. So I've had a few people ask me, Suha, what have you been watching on YouTube? You always seem to spend an awful lot of time on YouTube, so what have you been binge watching? Girl, I'm here to give you some suggestions. And the links to these suggestions also will be in the description box down below, because we here like helping out other people, showing support and appreciation. And also, if any of you guys find these channels interesting too, then hey, tell them I sent you. What's up? What's poppin'? So recently I've been loving Wendy Williams. I know she's a very controversial person. I mean, Wendy's one of those people, she's like Marmite. Either you like her or you don't. I don't think Wendy Williams is that kind of person where there's a grey area in between. Very much like me, so I'm very much like Wendy because she's older, so I'm very much like Wendy in the sense of there is no grey space with me. Either you like me or you don't. I like Wendy Williams because it's a talk show, it's early in the morning, but you can watch it at any time. There's also like parts, like 27 parts of her funniest moments. I'm sure the other night I saw like a 62, 63 part like compilation of Wendy Williams' best moments. I think she's fun, she's entertaining, and I think what she's done with her her talk show is amazing. The fact that she's ongoing and she's doing so well, and she's a black woman as well, that should be recognised. And we should see a lot more diversity in terms of colour and people of colour and shades of people on TV. And I think that's what I like about Wendy is Wendy's been around for a hot minute now, and you know, she's always actively talking about we need more diversity and we need more people who are of different colours. Who, you know what I'm saying? We need a lot of that, not just in the YouTube world, but in everyday life and in big businesses and, you know, every aspect of life. We need more diversity and acceptance of people of colour. I want to see more people of colour on my TV screen. I want to see more people of colour doing YouTube and being popping on YouTube. I want to see more people of colour doing their thing and not being ashamed or scared or frightened or intimidated into not doing what they want to do. Doing what you want to do, because this life is for you. And what is meant for you, you guys, will always find its way to you regardless. It will always find its way to you. Whether you trip up and fall and crumble, and whether you make a whole mess of your life, you're still gonna find what's meant for you. Do you know what I mean? And taking it back to the whole Wendy thing, I think Wendy is the kind of person who should have a show like that, a talk show, because she's opinionated and she keeps it real, and she's not going to sugarcoat nothing. She's not going to, you know what I mean, grin and nod. She's going to, if she has an opinion, she's going to say it. If she disagrees, she's going to say it. So I think if you're interested in like a talk show, chill vibes, just talking about celebrities and things like that, I think Wendy Williams is definitely the show for you. Even if you don't end up liking the show, it's definitely worth at least exploring that option and that possibility, because then, hey, at least you've got a new show that you can watch, and it's been airing for years, so you have a ton of catch-up to be doing. Especially in quarantine, because, girl, ain't nothing else going on. I also indulge in the Housewives. Only the Real Housewives of Atlanta and only the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I used to watch the OC Housewives and the New York Housewives, and then I started to get really pissed off with Andy Cohen. Let's talk about Andy Cohen, shall we? I don't like Andy Cohen for numerous reasons. We're going to actually get into that in a few later in this channel. I do actually have a video coming up about that. I don't like Andy Cohen, and I don't like the fact that they're firing all the iconic housewives. They're getting the axe. Why are you axing Nene Leakes? Why are you axing Vicky Gunvalson? Why are you axing Tamra? Why are you axing all of these people who... Dorinda, Tinsley. These are really iconic people in this show, and they're all getting the axe, and they're wondering why people aren't watching as much. Because you're getting rid of everybody that made the show. Nene. Nene admitted recently that she was forced out. Danielle Staub from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. She was iconic. She chose to leave, but the first time she was on the show, she got the axe. You know what I mean? So there, Andy Cohen, I think, is a very basic answer. And hit the nail on the head type answer to your question of why your Housewife franchise isn't getting as many views as it has been. Because you're cutting off all the originals and everybody that helped make your show iconic. And in the words of Nene Leakes, Andy Cohen, nobody knew you until we knew her. And moving on. So I'm going to take a bite of, I don't know which one I want. This one. But you see, girl, the problem with having your hair down and stuff. Having your hair down and your hair being long as hell. And you're dealing with sauces and mayo and butter. And just look, you see what I mean? I don't know if the camera's showing it, but like, that mayo is dripping off the edge, girl, but I'm going to try and not spill any on my weave. Let me take a big bite. Big bite for the ASMR viewers. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. It is so nice when you do a crisp butty with ham and mayo. I haven't tried this in a while. And now I see why I fell in love with it. Like, word to my mother. If you guys try it, let me know what you guys think. Mm-hmm. Because this is so nice. And with different flavours as well. Because I use 3 different packets of crisp. Wow. It's nice. It really is nice. I'm trying to make sure I've got like no sauce on me. I get so paranoid about stuff like that when I'm eating. Especially on camera. I don't want to be talking and having no like mayo on my face and nobody telling me. Because there's nobody here to tell me. I want to talk about something else. If you guys watched the Bad Girls Club, or when it was airing you watched it, you know what I'm about to talk about. Because I understand there's a lot of speculation and people that are mad because they've got to pay $20 on OnlyFans to see this. So let me explain this to you. I believe from what I've seen on, I believe it's Reality TV Overdose, I'll link them down below if I can find them. And basically Natalie Nunn is apparently the person who owns this. She put this production together. And what they're doing is they're bringing back all of the fan favourite bad girls that received the most votes via their OnlyFans. I'm only telling you guys this now because it's relevant to the story. At this point in time when this video will go up, the votes would have been counted. In fact, they already have been. Like, I have the official... I have the official cast here. I wrote them down. So I'm just telling you guys this just for some backstory. Please don't go and try and vote because it's not running anymore. But the highest selected bad girls are going to be, I believe they're having a Halloween party and then they're going to be put in a mansion. I believe for 3 weeks. I could be wrong. And then they're doing another like bad girl reunion and they're going to go to Cabo, Mexico. Natalie Nunn also said that it's going to be like, they're not allowed their phones, so it's not going to be them live streaming or them, you know, with their own phones filming their experiences themselves. It's going to be, I believe, a full production crew, and they're renting mansions and stuff. And there's been a lot of hype to it, a lot of clout to it. A lot of these bad girls that have been like, we're going to go in, turn shit up, get the drama going for the fans. It's well overdue, which I agree with. And yeah, by all means, if you want to go in and put on a show for us bad girl fans, then I applaud you, because Natalie Nunn is iconic, and Tanisha is iconic, and all of those big bad girls. Like, what makes this really stand out to me is the fact that production aren't choosing the bad girls. We as fans, as BGC fans, get to vote for who we want in the house. So they can confront each other, there can be drama, there can be getting along, fights, all of that stuff. You know, everything BGC entails, but from a different, from Natalie Nunn, because apparently she's the person that's on all this stutter, owning all of this and putting it all together. So she's saying that she's going to be charging 20, I believe it's $20 a vote. I believe each individual bad girl is going to be charging for you to vote and to watch. From what I've heard, I could be wrong, but there's definitely somewhere along the lines, if you want to watch this new bad girl show, somewhere you're going to have to pay $20 or £20. And some people have been complaining like, oh, why would we want to pay $20 to watch you bad girls when we can just, you know, you guys can go and work with Oxygen, and, you know, we don't have to pay, we can watch it for free. And that is because these girls, if you've watched like their interviews with other people, like Justin JC is a really good example. Hey boo, love you. If I could find Justin's channel, I'm gonna link it. I'm not the best with technology, but I'm a try. And if you watch these bad girls interviews, you guys, they were only getting paid like $500 a week. That's nothing. A lot of these girls were coming from bartending jobs where they're making like 2,000-3,000 a night, stripping where they're making thousands a night, to $500 a week. Whereas with this OnlyFans and it being a different format and different production, so on and so forth, there's a lot more freedom, there's a lot more liberties, and they believe they can make the show more entertaining for you guys. So I'm willing to give it a shot. However, girl, I ain't willing to pay no $20. I'm sorry, but I'm not. And it will not be shown anywhere other than OnlyFans from what I've seen, because if it is shown anywhere than other than OnlyFans, you will be sued and your video or whatever will be taken down. Whatever you shall be taken down, and you could possibly be sued. So if you guys are interested in the official cast, here is the official cast. Natalie Nunn from season 4, Sarah Oliver from season 11, Shannon Sarich from season 10, Rocky Santiago from season 10 also, Gabrielle Victor and Danielle Victor, aka the Victor twins from season 8, Christina, aka Jersey from season 9, Jada from season 12, Erica, aka Lucci V, that's my girl by the way, holla, she is from season 9. I'm slightly disappointed with the cast of the show, because I feel like, looking at it now, like Natalie and Sarah get on, Rocky and Shannon get on, the Victor twins are sisters, so clearly if there's any drama, it's going to be a 2-on-1 situation, because the twins, we already know how Jersey, aka Christina, works. She'll beat you all up, so we don't want to start no problems with Jersey. Jada, I don't like Jada. I feel like we could have done a lot better. Sorry, but truth be told. And Lucci V's my girl. I have been rocking with Lucci V since BGC 9. I still have all of Lucci's old songs. Wreck City Bitch, Wreck City Bitch. That was actually Lucci V's song, so before Tiger got hold of it, so a little bit of history there. But I'm slightly disappointed by this cast, you guys. I feel like they could have done a miles better cast. The Victor twins, I feel like the Victor twins are getting really played out. And I'm sorry, I have to say this. Like, I love Danny and Gabby. I do. But why are you guys always A, crying in videos all the fucking time? And B, you've got drama going on with somebody all the time. Like, I feel like it would be good for them on the show to be like that, but on YouTube and stuff, to watch that on a constant basis is just exhausting. But you do you, girl. So I don't know about the Victor twins. I love Christina, aka Jersey. I think it's about time we got Jersey back on the screen. If you know Christina Salgador from BGC, or if you don't know Christina Salgador from BGC, I stop this video and go and watch her best moments because she's dope. I love her, and I think definitely it is long, long, long overdue that we see Christina. Same thing with Lucci. Because Lucci can spit some bars, you know what I'm saying? That's my bitch, for real. She can spit some major bars. And like I said, she's a lovely girl. She's real talented. I've got every song she's ever put out. Literally. I think you should leave before you embarrass yourself. I'm not singing no more because I'll get sued or copyright. But check out Lucci V's music though, for real. On a side note, check out Lucci V's music and check out some of Christina Salgador's music too because they're bomb. Sarah, I like Sarah Oliver, and I feel like on Bad Girls Club 13 they portrayed Sarah to be like a follower of Natalie's. So I don't know how they're gonna mix really in this new. And Sarah was even saying in her audition video, not her audition video, but in her like video where she's getting everybody to come and vote for her, she's like, well, I don't want to be like involved in drama and bad girls, they're doing this reunion, but I don't want to do it. But if you guys vote for me, like, I feel like Sarah doesn't want to do it, and I also feel like if they put her on, she's probably going to end up looking like a follower again. Just go and watch BGC 13 back. You guys will see what I mean. I do like Sarah, but I'm slightly disappointed in the fact that this is the cast. The only people that I'm looking at here and I'm happy to see is Natalie, Shannon, Christina, and my girl Lucci. So let me tell you who I would have put in that house. And let me know what you guys may think. I would have put in the house Natalie Nunn, Tanisha Thomas, Amber Mead from season 3, because I feel like a lot of people, or a lot of bad girls from the younger seasons, not younger seasons, older seasons, don't get picked. And I feel like a lot of them from the recent seasons don't get picked either. Seven would have been good in the house, but she said she didn't want to do it. I would have put Florina in, but I don't think Florina wanted to do it. I haven't seen anything from Florina where she's like, vote for me, anything like that. And then from season 5, I'm stuck between Leah, Kat, and Morgan. Katia, I think, would be awesome. Like, Katia, please come back to TV, girl, because so many of your fans miss you and love you and adore you. And I know you're over it, but we love you and we miss you and we want to see you. A lot of fans suggested Kristen, but we know how I feel about Kristen Kelly. Don't like the girl. Sorry. It's no beef with me and Kristen. I just feel like she spoke to me all kinds of crazy in a comment, and I was petty too. I've got like a hair in my mouth. I was petty too. I went and wrote something back to her, and it just got left at that. But a lot of these YouTubers, like, I've had 2 incidences. That incident with Kristen and the incident with Alexis Stone, where 2 people have come at me crazy because I've asked a question or I've pointed something out. You know what I mean? You can't come at your fans crazy because they're pointing something out that doesn't make sense, or they're pointing out blatant hypocrisy. You can't just start coming after your fans for that, because, girl, I'm the right one. Like, I'll raise hell up in this bitch. So that's why I choose to be mature and not respond and try my damn hardest to keep my mouth shut these days. But, I'm a bad bitch too, so... But yeah, seriously, I don't like Kristen Kelly. I did at one point. Don't know, it's no beef, nothing personal. So let's move on. From season 6, I feel like Shah would have been a really brilliant choice to put in the house. Nikki, because a lot of people find Nikki annoying. So imagine Nikki with like Nikki from season 6, who was best friends with Lauren in the house. She would really, I feel like she's not given I know she's been considered the things like she was considered for All-Star Battle and a few of the spin-offs like Love Games. I feel like she'd be really good on something like this because she's a very unique bad girl. She was, if you go back and watch season 6, you will see, I can't really explain Nikki's personality, but if you go and watch the videos of Nikki's best moments, she's such a unique and different bad girl that she would fit into what they're trying to do. And Cher, we all know Cher is the HBIC, but she's a mum now and she works, you know, her corporate job, so I don't think Cher would do the show again anyway. A lot of people keep saying they want to see Judy, which I understand because Judy is my girl. I love Judy. But I feel like Judy's overplayed now. I feel like they need to give somebody else from season 7 a chance because you see Judy on Love Games, All-Star Battle, BGC Redemption, and you don't see, I don't think, other than Shelley, I don't think any other bad girl from season 7 has done anything spin-off wise. So I really think we need Nastasia back, even though she doesn't want to do anything BGC related anymore and hasn't for a while. She's now an air hostess, so she's just over it. And I think Tiara, they should get Tiara back because Tiara was also iconic. A lot of people just think that Judy was the iconic one from season 7, but no, there was, I think everybody from season 7 was iconic in their own individual way. And I understand that people want Judy on the show because she's an animated person and she's a big, 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 big personality, but I feel like she's been on 3 spin-offs now. It's time to give somebody else from season 7 a chance. And Tiara would be my suggestion. I know she's got kids now, she probably doesn't want to do it, but there's people, I would consider Priscilla. Priscilla's a really good option. Angelic, aka Angie. She's a really good option. Even Tasha, I mean, as annoying as Tasha is, she is a bad girl and she definitely has some bad elements and bad qualities to her, but in a good way. And I agree with Shannon. I would have put Shannon in the house too. I agree with that, so I'm not mad at Shannon being in the house. Because Shannon, I really support what she stands for with the anti-bullying, with the standing up for yourself, being strong. That's something that made me really love and adore Shannon when I watched season 10, and especially the season 10 reunion, because that was the craziest BGC reunion in history, in my opinion. But I think it's really nice to see Shannon on the show. She is a confirmed official cast member, but I did write my preferred cast before I found out the official cast. And I would say Megan from season 9, but Megan says that production don't fuck with her and they don't like her. And they may have like given her a bad name. So I feel like, I don't know. There's that. And then there's also the fact that Megan and Natalie don't get on. And this is apparently run by Natalie, so I can't see that going too well. But Megan isn't on the show. She hasn't been confirmed. That's just my ideal cast. And whilst we're on the bad girls topic, before I move on, can we all take a second to please pray for, we're going to get serious for a second. Can we please pray for Brandi from season 5, who just the other day had an incident. I'm not going to say exactly what it was, but an incident where she just needs us to really pray for her at the minute. And if we can all pray for her and wish her well and, you know, be nicer to each other and just be more aware of how we're making other people feel. Even if that person that we're making feel crap isn't in the right, we still have to be aware that people can get driven to these kinds of things. So I would like you guys to please just take a moment to pray for Brandi and think about Brandi. Because I think it's disgusting how all these other bad girls are jumping on the, oh my God, let me try and get on this OnlyFans show. And I have seen barely anybody mention Brandi. I think I've seen 1 or 2 big like bad girl channels mention it. I haven't seen it really anywhere else. But Brandi needs a moment of prayer. And I'm not a heartless bitch. I'm not selfish. I'm not I'm not doing YouTube for the wrong reasons. I'm not afraid to say that, yo, we need to take a moment, be serious, and really take into account this person and how they're feeling. So